Hey everybody, how's everyone doing? So I'm streaming this to various places right now: Facebook groups, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter. So hopefully people are watching and let me know where you're watching from. So welcome everybody. Let me know where you're watching from. I want to give a little tour of Behance. So I've been enjoying Behance for years, and I friends with a lot of different artists and photographers, and felt that they would benefit from Behance. So thought I'd give a little tour. Sorry if my voice is a little funny today. Had on and off sleep last night. But let me know where you're watching from. Okay. Well, maybe I'll jump right in. Okay, so I'm going to give you a tour of Behance. Before I do that, though, just wanted to give a little shout out to StreamYard. StreamYard is who makes it possible. Live streaming to various platforms: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, all made possible by StreamYard. Thank you, StreamYard. And then we got a couple comments in. So someone from Kent, England, and someone from Big Hugs from Mexico. Nice. Thank you. Always like hugs. And remember, if you're on Facebook, to give StreamYard permission to show your name and profile pic, so I'll be able to credit you when you comment or ask questions. That would be under the live, streamyard.com/Facebook. Okay. Hey, Sarah's here. Hey, Sarah. And we got Sandra. Good to see you here. And Jenny from Denver, Colorado. Great. Okay, so I'm going to jump right in and show you the world of Behance. So I'm just going to jump over here. And there I am. So yeah, there is my Behance. And I'm going to go full screen so you can get a better view of it all. So yeah, so Behance is something that you can either get through your Adobe Creative Cloud subscription, or you could just go to behance.net, and I believe you would just put in an email and you would create an Adobe ID, but you can use Behance without necessarily having to be on the Adobe Creative Cloud subscription. I have been on the Creative Cloud subscription for many years, so I'm very happy with this extra feature. Okay, so as you can see here, this is my portfolio, and it will give you a username. So behance.net/DrewCav is mine, and has a lot of great features. So as you can see on the left, you can put in your information. So the title of what you do. There is a clickable link right there. You can state your location if you want. You're seeing my view, so you're seeing that I can edit my profile. It shows you how many project views, appreciations, followers, and how many people I might be following. You can then link to your Facebook, to your Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest. I believe there's various others. These are the 6 that I've chosen. And then under work experience, you can basically copy and paste your information from like a resume as such. And then if you click on view full resume, it would pop you over to this view. I don't know why it's going to wanting to print. So I'm going to go back. But yeah, so it goes to its own kind of sub page that shows like a full resume if someone wanted to see that. And then once again, you also have another section for links. And so I have a link to my website, a link to like another part of my website, my YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, my Photoshop and Lightroom group, Pinterest, and buy me a coffee if anyone wants to make a donation. And then there's an about section. And I do believe that this does also help your search engine optimization. So if you fill out all this information and you start posting, you're active, then it will kind of basically ping Google that you're relevant, and people will be able to find you this way as well. So I have information about me, information about my groups, about my YouTube channel, and then it tells you what top tools that you have marked your post for. So, Photoshop and Lightroom mainly, but I put down Bridge and also Adobe Portfolio because that's what I like to use as well. Not as frequently, but I still love. So as you can see at the top, you have your work, and it's as simple as clicking on a button here. We say share your work, and you see project, work in progress, or live stream. For live stream, I'm not sure. It used to be that you would have to be kind of approved for it. So you might have to click on it. I don't want to do that now, but if you click on it, they might have some information as to what you need to do to be able to do a live streaming. I see a question. Sarah says, will you be going over the subscriptions? I don't have extensive information about the subscriptions, but I can show you some features. And Bria asks, when someone leaves you a comment on your photo on Behance, can you reply back as you can? Where to reply? That's a great question. Okay, so before I jump into like how you would post your work, I just want to give you a quick review of my layout, and then I'll address that question. See if there's anybody who has replied. So when you click on share your work, you can build a project. And when you do build a project, you can do something like this, where if I click on it, you'll see it's called digital art. And then it has various digital art that I've done in the past, and various, certain times I do a different edition. So here's like one version. Here's another version of a similar image. And you can just kind of like fill up that project, I guess you could say. Not really portfolio, but project. And then I also have like, say, functional ones where like learn Photoshop. So if anyone is interested in my tutoring, you can embed a video, which I love. It's a little large. I hope they have the. I don't. I think in the text, the code that you put in, I think you can define how big you do want this to be. I think I just let it be the way it is, but I think you can define how wide that would be. And then, of course, you can put in information, text information, and then I can embed other videos from my YouTube channel here, and then just put a graphic. And then if I jump back, I have another section for like, say, my photo compositing, and that would be a series of, say, banners that I created. This was for the Intel Developers Forum in San Francisco years ago, a bit larger ones. And then stuff I did for, say, Herbalife and Hewlett Packard, Revlon, Absolute Webby. I think that was like the back cover. So different projects. And then, so here is where you can say, what are your thoughts on this project? So this is at the bottom of any project, and it can be either one image or various images like this. And so you can add your own thoughts to the project, or someone can make a comment. And then it doesn't look like you have a direct way to reply to them. You can flag it, and you can get rid of it if they're like spamming or, mean spirited, but they don't have a direct reply, which is kind of too bad. It'd be nice to be able to reply. But I think I have gotten emails where people have commented and I might have responded on something. But here's one where it's like just one image. And I made it as a project, but it's just one image. And then people can, like it. And then if they had comments, that would go down here. So as an example, I put a series of my digital art to give a taste of what I do up here, a kind of blurb about my Photoshop and Lightroom tutoring, a grouping of images related to my photo compositing, and then basically an announcement, because I was happy about this in 2021, where I won the Guru Award in 2021 at the Photoshop World, Scott Kelby's Photoshop World for Photoshop artistry. So just put that up, just a fun little thing. And so all these are just independent projects that I'll post. And so, you know, I make these 1080 by 1080, and there's a series of things that you do when you post. So let me show you that. I have a little water first. Okay, so in your view, you see all your work as you've added it. And then if you want to edit, you go to share your work, you say project, and then this pops up. So there's all these different things that you can choose. So you can even add like a video. You can embed, as I showed you before, you can get the embed code from your YouTube video and then embed it directly in, and then it has a nice preview. Also, you can connect to Lightroom, like your Lightroom gallery. And then now, this is new, they have NFT. So now you can also connect, I think if you click on it, it connects. Yeah, you have to put in your address and you're kind of connected to whatever platform you have an NFT on. So Adobe is supportive of your monetization efforts, which is great. And prototype in 3D is not really my bag, my focus. So, I'm pretty much over in the image and video area. So it's as simple as over here is the add content section. You can see it's also similar to what's here. It kind of repeats as little buttons. So image, text, photo grid, video, embed, Lightroom, etc. So if I click on image as an example, I can go down to various folders. I can go down to my digital art folder. I've already posted this, but maybe I will choose it again. So I just choose an image, hit open, and then it builds the preview here. And then the thing that I like about it is, as I said earlier, it is search engine optimized friendly. So when you click here, you can add tags. So the minute you start typing, so like Photoshop, then you could choose like Photoshop. And then I've created some shortcuts. Like I put in DA, comes up digital art. Then I could choose digital art. And then you would just put in your title here. Out here, and then I hit continue. And then when you get to continue, that is where you can give like a more descriptive title. So it's usually the title of my work, and then I say digital art by Andrew Kavanagh. And then project tags would once again be Photoshop. And then you could also choose subdivisions of that, such as if you chose photography, you could choose photographer. So if I choose like digital art, you can also choose digital artist. And then if you go here, once again, you can type in what software you used. And then there's this area. How would you categorize it? So if I click on view all fields, I can just scroll down, and then what's appropriate for me is digital art. And then I hit done. And then it says you can choose visibility. So everyone, or make it private. And I guess you would then just invite certain people. I tend to make it for everyone. This is a public site. I want my work to be seen. If I guess there was nudity, you could choose that you have adult content. And then for add co-owners, for some reason it generates me as my own co-owner, my other personality. And then for project description, I would usually just post my title again. And then, well, let me just do it so I can show you the whole. Just say title. And then when I say publish, it says publishing your project. And then you can directly then promote it. So you could click on Facebook icon, Twitter, etc., and then, or copy this link and then share that. And then what you do is you just simply go up to your, I can click here or I can click here. I tend to always click top right. I'm used to that. And it brings me back. And then this is the way it's shown. Top left is the new one. But the thing that I love about this whole layout is the top 4 sections are kind of to establish who I am and some of my services. But what I can do is I can just grab this top image that I just uploaded, and I can drag it anywhere. So as I drag it here, the my Guru Award photo goes back up to the top right. And then I could switch these around if I wanted to. It's that easy. And then you'll see in the top left, you have a cog that lets when you click on it, you can edit it, clone it, promote it, unpublish, or delete. And in this case, since I've already posted this a week or two ago, I'm going to click on that and just choose delete. Very simple. Everything's very easy, very direct, and then just, reorders. But as you can see, you can post a lot. This was like mostly 2021, maybe a little bit before. And then some of my newest work this year. But yeah, you can, like I said, I do variations on theme. So if someone's interested, they click on it, they get a bigger view, and then they can appreciate it. And then at the bottom is where they might put their thoughts. So people are a little shy sometimes. Sometimes you only get like one appreciation, but you get 12 viewers. Some people get bigger viewers depending on their reputation. There are people like Paul Tranny and Terry White, who obviously are the Adobe evangelists. They have a big following, and they also do lives. They do the Behance lives, Adobe lives. So they probably most likely get a lot more appreciations than I do. Okay, I got a little question. So Sarah says, what is the purpose of promote? I think it's just like link sharing. So when you post and then you choose one of those promotion options, such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, it's just a way that you can share that you've just now posted something to your Behance channel portfolio. And it's just a nice way. And then, like I said, it also gave you the option of copying the link itself. Sandra says, haven't played with Behance. Good to know the basics. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good kind of like walkthrough because, to be honest, I think a lot of people who are in these various groups, artists and photographers, are not utilizing this platform, and I think it's wonderful. So, and it's free. It's all free. Like I said, you can either log in with your original or existing Adobe ID, and therefore it's kind of connected to your Creative Cloud, or you can just create a new Adobe ID with your regular email. Bria says, I found you get more views and likes on Lightroom Discover than you do on Behance for some reason. Once again, I think it depends. I think there are some people who tend to have pretty much huge followings, and I think they get some good views and comments and likes and stuff. But yeah, I myself personally have not played with Lightroom Discover that much. So, okay. So yeah, so this is a general overview. Then at the top, you'll see that there's these different areas. So subscriber area, the minute you click on that, it just tells you, and then you can, oh, okay. So subscriber area would be is if you, and I'll show a little bit more of that in a bit. You can create subscriptions so that people basically would pay to see kind of, what's the word called? Let me go here real quick. If I go down here, premium content. Yeah. So you can create premium content for subscribers, and then they would have to click on it and then, connect to like a Stripe account, which seems to be taking over for PayPal for most of the part. Then here's the NFTs where you would add your wallet and then display your NFT on your profile, which is nice to kind of cross platform from the online site that might be showing your NFT as well as having it right on your Behance portfolio. Live streams. So I believe you might have to, I think after a certain amount of time when you've built up your portfolio, you can then go live. I think you might have to originally ask to go live. Then there's mood boards. So I've created one for like digital art of other people. appreciations. So, people, it just shows the kind of viewing of all the different mixture of your work and other people that you follow, appreciations. And then it gives like insights, how many views, and there is a graph. So there's a bit of analytics. So that's nice. And then drafts, I guess, would be as if you're working on something that had, say, multiple content. You could do like save a draft and then come back to it. And then let me answer a couple questions. Let's see. So Sandra says, is it like a portfolio of your work to get it out there? Yeah, absolutely. As you can see right here, it is a portfolio of work. But do be aware that, when you click on share your work and you choose, say, project, you have all these options. So technically, instead of just showing your work, you could have like an essay about it or your resume. You can have a photo grid, video, audio. You can embed a YouTube video and probably from other similar platforms like Vimeo. Connect to Lightroom, showcase your NFT, prototype, or 3D. So a lot of options. I tend to use it to showcase my work more than anything else. Maybe I will start adding a little bit more videos, but maybe I'll get rid of my Guru Award. It's been up for enough time and start showcasing some videos. And let's see. Sarah says, has anyone on the call used Livestream yet? And how well did that go? You mentioned being approved. So I have not live streamed from it. I'm going to give you a kind of view of that as well, what it looks like. But I have not done live stream because I do prefer using StreamYard as we are now and streaming to my Facebook groups and YouTube and Twitter. I guess there's no harm in streaming to Behance, but I just, there's so many things that I focus on already that it's just one more thing. People also say that I should get involved in TikTok. And once again, that's one more thing to focus on. And as Sarah says, yes, StreamYard. Love StreamYard. So, okay. So here I am back in this view. And then the one thing I wanted to show you was, so at the top left, you have where it says Behance for you, discover live streams, jobs. Similar to how it's named, when you click on that, you would go to that type of focus. So if I'm in my regular portfolio view and then I click on Behance, that kind of just takes me back to the main Behance.net where it, shows people that I follow. And then it shows today's work in progress, and it even has the live. So it shows you that there's a live going on now. And then there's Hannah Messer, who posts a lot to Behance Direct, as well as doing the lives. So there's all different, as you can see, kind of themes or subjects. So there's illustration, photography, graphic design, interaction, motion. But it's a great way to just see all the different kind of work that people are popping up. They're just new work that's popped up. And then, you can choose to recommend for certain ones. And then here's what I was telling you about the subscription thing where you can have premium content. I think this is pretty much a new feature. So if you click on view premium content, you'll see that it says subscribe to unlock. So you would have to basically pay to be able to see that content. And then maybe if you're interested in buying or something, so click that off. So go back to this view. So there's premium content, and then there's also premium live streams. So I believe if you were to, that's not clickable though. I guess just telling you that there's premium live streams, premium projects. But yeah, there's quite the grouping of people on Behance. A lot of people are very active in various ways. So as an example, this is my friend. Forgive me if I mispronounce the name, but Debarge or Debargia Mukherjee. So if I click on his thing, I go to his basically photos. He's a photographer, retoucher, Photoshop expert. And then he has a direct link to his Fiverr. And then he's in India. And as you can see, you can click on it and then it shows like a larger view if he's retouching, and then you can appreciate it. And then if you click here, it just shows you what tools he worked on. He used Photoshop. And then you're right. So he's showing you the different progressions. So here's the original. And then here's, I think, like maybe a bit overdone frequency separation, it looks like. And then here's kind of a middle ground between the two. But it's just a great way to see like what other people are working on. So you have photographers work, and depending on who you follow, you can follow all kinds of artists. And I think it's also fun to follow people that are different from you. So I might follow a lot of illustrators, even though I'm more of a Photoshop artist. Okay. So Sarah says, do you know when your TikTok presentation will be? Looking forward to it. Yeah. So should have created a link for that for my slides here. Let me go back to me for a second. I'm trying to see if I have it. Banners. Okay, bear with me while I grab this real quick. So, just copying a link. So, Facebook.com. Okay, so I have a new group, believe it or not, too many groups, but a new one called Facebook, well, at Facebook.com groups, Creatives Monetize. And so, Creatives Monetize group, and I might as well just show you. I open up another, go to my Facebook. Bear with me while it loads. Oh, Neil Young is giving up on Spotify. Okay, so if I go to the Creatives Monetize group that I just created, brand new, that's where there's going to be a lot of discussions about, as an example, TikTok. And so I am going to have, where is it? My friend Tyler Schwab, who's pretty active on TikTok, schedule a live video event in that group, the Creatives Monetize group, in March. And that is going to be a big focus of Creatives Monetize. Is it's going to be a platform, a group where people can ask questions, and there are a lot of people who have good experience who can answer your questions. So an ask and answer group with a lot of live video events and probably some audio rooms as well. So there's that. So go back to Behance. So I'm back at Behance. So yeah, so this is what I enjoy. Now, as I showed you, you can click on Behance and you can go to like For You, and it shows you people you follow, and then suggested people, work in progress. And then you also see a thing called live streams. If you click on that, it shows you like something that is live here, and then it pops up in the middle. And then it shows you all the different things that there's recordings of. So it's pretty rich content, so much recorded content. And then so you don't get overwhelmed, the good thing is at the top it shows you, what your interest might be. So if I say, okay, Photoshop, then I have all of these recently recorded videos, color and editing, Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge, illustration masterclass, mixture of, say, Photoshop and Fresco. Paul Tranny, who is extremely active on this platform. Photoshop Masterclass, Power Shortcuts. That's a great one. I'll probably go back and watch that. And then as I go here, yeah, as you can see, I can just click on Watch Live Stream. Just really good positive energy. But, and then there's so then there's various things. So I go back to live streams. You can see what's live. And then I believe if you follow people in your Creative Cloud account, so I'm popping up my Creative Cloud account. If I click here on my notifications, come on. I don't know why it's not popping up. I will usually when I click on my notifications, it'll tell me, if someone just went live or is about to go live. And also will let you know if someone like has appreciated your project. Oh, there it goes. So Bria, who's watching us live now in this live stream, followed my work. Very nice. And if I click on that, it will open up her portfolio. So I will then follow her. And then if I click here, I can choose what kind of notifications I want. So I can say new work. I'll say allow. And so here's a nice way to showcase Bria's work. So here we are, Bria's work with different photography. It's pretty cool, the red deer. So as you click on it, you get a larger view. Nice texture and detail, nice colors. And I can appreciate it. Comment. And then click back, and then you can just kind of scroll through. So you can look at the different content, and then, you want to get a closer look, you obviously just click on it. This is great to see, Camden Lock. I lived in London for about 6 months back in the end of 80s, early 90s. And I lived in Kentish Town, which is just north of Camden. And I used to, back in the day, hang out around here with some friends and drink a little bit. So, yeah, you can pretty much drink in the streets. I'm not sure if you still can, but you could drink in the streets of London. You used to be able to drink on the subways too, on the tube, and it was playful, pretty playful. But yeah, as you can see, you can just and then you can click on Discover, and then see more portfolios that pop up. And just if anyone you really like their work, you can then choose to follow them. And then, if you choose something, you can hit the save button, and then you can save it to like a mood board of yours of, say, photography or Photoshop work. Great. So let me go back. So yeah. And then just so you know, you can also get to Adobe Live or Behance Live directly. So like I have it as a bookmark. And so if I go to, just get rid of that part, behance.net/live/Adobe Live, then, it shows me what's ever currently streaming. So let me go back here and then go to my banners. So once again, if you did want to follow me, that's behance.net/DrewCav. If you wanted to bookmark the lives, because they do daily have some wonderful lives, and as well as all those recordings, you can go to behance.net/live/Adobe Live. And then, as I said, I have a new group just created called Creatives Monetize on Facebook. Any questions? Still see that there's people here. So any questions about Behance or Adobe Live or the new Creatives Monetize group? This is an event that's happening tonight that I shared in the group. He's one of the members, Rob. Creator Economy, what's next? So there's a lot of really great content creators. So the group is a mixture of artists, photographers, live streamers, podcasters. So it keeps the creative focus pretty diverse. It's a good one. Let's see. I have a question here. Sarah says, thank you. Very thorough. Great idea for the Creative Monetize. Yep. Creatives Monetize on Facebook. And it's pretty much just like it sounds. You would just go up to the search too. If you didn't have the direct link, search in Facebook and just type in Creatives Monetize. Okay. Any other questions? If not, it's fine. I just wanted to give you a tour of Behance. So it's a very valuable free portfolio builder that you have at, with either your Creative Cloud subscription or just by putting your email in and creating an Adobe ID. So it's a great way to get your work out there. You can share your work as an online gallery, get feedback, followers, get people to also go to your other social networks and your websites. And like I said, it does come up when I do a search for like my name or digital art on Google. So it does help your search engine optimization as well. So why not, right? It's a nice feature. Um, Something good. It's always good to utilize features that can help you in various ways. So thanks everyone for being here. And I will see you online in the Facebook groups. And if you haven't already, let me remind you, where is my, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Digital Artist Andrew Kavanagh. So you can just go to YouTube and just search for Digital Artist Andrew Kavanagh, which is also basically the channel name. So Digital Artist Andrew Kavanagh. Please subscribe. I'm planning on creating a lot of different events there. And just a little hint that this Friday, the what is it, the 28th, going to have a live video event with Jesus Ramirez from the Photoshop Training Channel. So please subscribe to my YouTube and keep your eye on the top of the Facebook groups for that information. So yes, thank you, Sandra, and everyone for attending. Sarah, thank you, Sarah, and thank you, Sandra. So both of you had commented. So thank you both. Thank you for attending. And yeah, let me just jump back here, go back to my view. Thanks, everybody. See you in the Facebook groups and on YouTube. Appreciate it. Any questions, feel free to message me on any platform. Have a great day, great week.